Why is blue cheese fine to eat, but other moldy food are not? Essentially, for the same reason you shouldn't go mushroom foraging without training. Some mushrooms are delicious food, and some are among the most poisonous substances known to humanity. Molds, like mushrooms, are funguses. Some molds and some mushrooms are delicious. Some molds and some mushrooms are poisonous. Intentional infection with non-dangerous mold versus unintentional contamination with dangerous mold. Why is iron in my cereal fine to eat, but iron bars are not? The mold specifically in blue cheese isn't harmful for consumption, and helps with its texture, taste and smell. Mold on any other cheese where it's not meant to be moldy off, however, should not be consumed because it can be toxic. Same reason why it is okay to eat a button mushroom, but not a death cap. Some things you can eat and some things you can't. Mold isn't just one thing, it's 500 milli things. Some can be eaten and some can't. Technically, mushroom are a form of mold too, but it's a safe to eat one. Same principle with blue cheese, you add the right type of mold and bacteria. A cool thing is that if you add the right type of bacteria mold, it will in general take the space and not let other bacteria come. Which is why cheese is technically rotten milk, but you controlled the way it did. What if the blue cheese is slightly above expiration date and there is new mold on it? Still edible? Plenty of foods rely on fungal fermentation. Some fungi are perfectly fine to eat. Some will kill you. The difference is what species is growing, and if it can fight off other microorganisms that might try. Same thing with sourdough bread, it's a combination of yeast and bacteria that are very good in their environment and can kill off other microorganisms. They produce acid, alcohol and vinegar among other things, and that is what gives the bread the characteristic flavor. Sourdough starter is so resistant it can take months of neglect where no new flour is added and still fight off other organisms. I've had starter I neglected for close to a half year in the refrigerator, covered in lots of alcohol and vinegar, but still viable to revive given new flour. It's the specific variety of mold that make the cheese edible and tasty. Wild molds can even secrete poisons. Different types of mold. Like really? All cheese is mold. All cheese is mold. Mold on cheese or other foods is from contamination. You don't want to eat that mold, even if it is on blue cheese.